Hello, I am back with a Tell Me Anything intuitive reading. Some of the signifiers for this one, the song that I was getting through last night for this was What Goes Around Comes Around by Justin Timberlake. So there could be an opportunity coming back around, like a missed opportunity, it's coming back around again. There's some other stuff that's going on with that song. So, you can watch the video, there's a storyline that goes with the video. There is a storyline that is slightly different that comes through from the lyrics themselves. So quite a lot to potentially unpack there that could be significant for you somehow. Another indicator possibly for this reading was that I saw a girl. I couldn't make out much about her features. The main focus was her t-shirt. She was wearing a black t-shirt, quite a short, fairly tight fitting. It wasn't like a big baggy thing. It was a normal size t-shirt. It was black and it had a neon pink line drawn peacock on it. So you'd think it would be a flamingo, but it wasn't. It was a peacock, or it looked a lot like a peacock. So black t-shirt with a neon pink peacock drawn on it. I also saw two men with suits on. It looked like quite a formal meeting. They were like face to face. So I don't know if that is some kind of like business meeting or a formal agreement of some kind that's signifying. And there was also a supermarket, but I discount that because everybody goes to supermarkets all the time. And I was watching that Superstore TV show, so that could just be because I was watching Superstore. But that's all the stuff I remember. There was quite a lot of stuff that I was getting through last night, but I was really catching up on my sleep, and I didn't write everything down. I couldn't remember everything, but they were the key things. Like that girl with the black t-shirt and the neon pink peacock, that was like the main thing that seemed really strong to me. And then obviously the song What Goes Around Comes Around by Justin Timberlake. So a couple of other songs that kind of came through, and I don't know if they're connected to, I would say, these two people, is Maybe by Enrique Iglesias and I Believe in You by Michael Bublé. So they could be relevant, they could not be. So the first thing that I did was I asked for all the main characters in whatever they're discussing today, right? And we got one man and two women. Yep, it's that again. We're back to that storyline. Same old, right? No, it's I'll talk you through it. We're just humans at the end of the day. We have emotions, unexpected things happen, people get themselves into tricky situations. I'm going to talk you through it. We've got a Knight of Queens, so this could indicate an earth sign. Particularly this gives me Virgo energy, Virgo star sign, and I would say, because it's something to do with how they're acting, I'd say Virgo Mars placement, possibly. Doesn't have to be, but if I was going to go super like zeroing in, that's what I'd say. It could be any star sign. Okay, this again could be any star sign. It's a female judgment card, so this could be Libra or Scorpio energy, especially with our snake there. It gets quite scorpionic. We also have here, we have Capricorn here, and we have air sign energy, which is, I would say, normally Libra for the Queen of Swords, and we've got Aries energy here as well. So again, any signs, but I know sometimes people like me to point them out. But judgment, this is somebody going through some kind of death and rebirth, some kind of ending some kind of major cycle in their life and coming out into something new. This other feminine energy here is connected to the World card, which talks about closing out cycles. So completing a cycle. Again, there's this thing about what goes around comes around, something coming around, but I feel like there's some sort of problem closing out a cycle with this female. It could be a number of different things. It gives me Sagittarian energy, doesn't have to be. We've also got Libra over here and Taurus Aries. I said Libra, it's not Libra. Scorpio energy, or Aries Taurus. Queen of Pentacles, I'd say that's Capricorn energy. Any of the three earth signs though. What else? We've got Hierophant, that's Taurus. Judgment card again, Libra, Scorpio, and the World card again, Sagittarius. So it's complicated. Let's just put that as the status. It's complicated. So the first card that I pulled out to kind of say what's going on here, tell me what's going on, I got Serendipity. So I'm going to tell you, because there's definitely some kind of relationship thing going on here, I'm going to tell you Do you know what? I'll do the oracle message and the relationship message. So what number is that? Can't see here. I've got my contact lenses in as well, and I still can't see. 18. The thing with contact lenses, I can only wear them for a couple of hours and they start to feel really dry and then they kind of go blurry, which defeats the point, right? So this whole reading, I would say that I'm reading it because this is the first card that came out. I feel like I'm reading it from this person's point of view. These feel like the people that this person's dealing with, just by the way that I'm reading it. But you could be anyone in the situation, or it could just not be your story. I don't know. Serendipity. Essential meanings: opportunity allied with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. The oracle's message: you stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you very much. Okay, so we absolutely 100% have, I feel, a higher energy in this reading. One, because we've got the three of the four races. We've got the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. And you can see, if I show you all these cards, the aces in the tarot are like divine gifts from the universe. You can see this hand, it's like coming out of the clouds, offering love, offering something like a tangible, practical plan, offering some kind of new project, new feelings and emotions, new passions. So this is all like, absolutely, like you could literally say it's the hand of God if you wanted to put it that way. If you don't want to put it that way, that's absolutely fine as well. And then with so much major arcana here, the judgment and the world, this really, really feels like divine plan stuff, like all over this reading. So if, I mean, it is a relationship. It is a relationship. So I'm going to read that. Relationship message. Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. You have met, or you are about to meet, somebody vitally important to your journey. Somebody Spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It's out of your hands. Pay attention to the signs Spirit presents. Now, as I was setting up the reading, I saw 77% on my battery, and I saw, I think it was 1331 on my timestamp. So watch out for synchronistic numbers, especially. Sevens are about life path. Threes can be about third-party situations, right? 1, 2, 3, you know. And a 3 and a 1 together make 4, which is about stability and foundations. So these are kind of key themes that are going to come through for this reading. Right, I think I'm going to tackle this guy over here first. So this person is showing as the Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles. This is kind of the movie tarot, so they have a movie star element. So I don't know if they're like the movies that these, you know, these movies are particularly relevant to you. Maybe you went to see one of these movies with someone. Maybe it's your favourite movie. Maybe it's their favourite movie. I don't know. Knight of Coins is, what's he called? Neo from The Matrix. We also have, what's she called? The wife, is it? From Kill Bill. And we have Lilu from, not the 12 Monkeys, that's the wrong film, The Fifth Element. They came out around the same time, right? So yeah, I like this is my favorite movie out of the three, I have to say, but I don't know, there could be something going on there for you. So The Matrix then, I feel like this person does have some kind of awareness of signs and synchronicities, you know, this idea of like, are we living in a simulation? Are we in the Matrix? What's going on? Seeing the patterns, seeing the kind of, I think they have an awareness of how the universe works around them. But they're shown as the Knight of Coins. So this is somebody who's very, very, I feel again this Mars energy where it's like this person, when they take action, they like to have a plan. They like to put in the effort over a long time. They like to take serious tangible steps and really think about what they're doing. They're not a rush in, rush out energy. So very, very stable, very secure, in it to win it, in it for the long term. Again, very earth sign energy. Yeah, putting in a lot of effort over time, and they are moving forward, but they are quite slow to move. They are definitely working on something here with this beaver card. It's like beavering away, right? Hard work, building something. They're chopping down the trees in order to build the dam. So working hard, beavering away. Okay, I'm going to come back to this energy in a minute. So something going on here where they're showing us having the Three of Swords in reverse and the Five of Swords in reverse. So this to me is like they've coming out of some sort of heartbreak, they're healing heartbreak. We have this healing card over here as well. Again, I feel like I'm seeing this from their perspective. So they're healing heartbreak in regards to this person. The Five of Swords is it's some kind of conflict. I feel like with the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords, they are coming to terms with something that they felt some difficult emotions around. I feel like they were conflicted themselves, like they were heartbroken because of their own conflict, like their inner conflict, their inner turmoil, their conflicting thoughts about this situation. Because I think that this person is already in a partnership with this person, is the way that I'm reading it. Because I said, what is this person heartbroken over? I got the Ace of Cups. They're heartbroken over this new love. This is new love, new emotions, an outpouring of emotions, like overflowing with love for somebody or something. This is, again, hand of God, divine thing going on here. So they have absolutely, it's like somebody's caught their eye. They may be a little bit obsessive. They may be a bit intensely watching this other person, and they're watching back. They've got the snake. Look at these two energies. These two people are absolutely, they have each other in each other's sights, right? This is a very old energy again. So again, this person, they have some kind of like, oh, it's almost like an earthly wisdom, an ancestral, like it's kind of like shaman, like earth wisdom. Like it feels like this person's an old soul, this person over here. So they're healing heartbreak because they were really conflicted about these new feelings that they had, right? This new emotion. And then we got unexpected income. So it could be that this person had some kind of unexpected income. They won the lottery. I don't know. They had a big bonus. It could be that financially this person had some kind of money or job or some kind of offer, right? Also to say, this person, they're kind of wearing an engagement ring there. Can you see they're wearing an engagement, not an engagement ring, a wedding ring, but it's on the wrong hand, right? It's on this hand. So there's something to that. It's really drawing, I've never noticed it before, and it's really drawing my attention today. And I've seen it as a wedding ring. And can you see this person's wearing they're wearing like the business clothes, and this person's wearing like scruffy clothes. And again, it's like one of the images I saw was two men having some kind of like a business transaction. And then you've got this romantic man in the reverse. So this is, again, Ace of Hearts. This is the Ace of Cups. This is this, right? This is this, but it's in reverse. It's like this person turned away from these feelings. I feel like what the unexpected income was these unexpected feelings for this other person. It's like, I didn't know I was going to love this person. And so they felt this inner conflict, which caused them to have to turn away from it. So I did clarify the unexpected income. We got the 10 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, the 7 of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is the unexpected income, right? Again, divine gift, hand of God coming in here to put the wheels in motion for something. So two aces there. This is like either it's a new love and a job offer, and they had to choose, right? Or like something to do with wealth. It's like, are you going to choose your heart? Are you going to choose love? Or are you going to choose this new financial opportunity? It's new as well. It's not like, oh, this person was already married and then they had to choose if they were going to, like, I don't know, have a relationship. It's like, no, two offers coming at the same time. Which one are you going to choose? Are you going to choose love? Are you going to choose money? What are you going to choose? Or it's that this came in and it was a tangible, real thing. It's like this is real. It's not some airy fairy fantasy. This is something like, I know that I could go the long term with this person. This person, like, I could marry this person. So again, it could go two ways. Take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. It could be like an unexpected marriage proposal, even though that's kind of like a bit extreme. It's like, oh my God, like, I'm so conflicted over this. What do I do? But there is a conflict. Again, Mm. So yeah, there are these heavy burdens. It's like this came in, and this person saw this as a burden, because it's like, well, what do I do with this? It's unexpected, right? I wasn't expecting this. I had plans, and now this is like in the mix. And so yeah, this in a conflict, thoughts, thinking it was a burden, worrying about this deception as well. Again, I think this person may already be in a committed relationship with this person over here on the right. So worried about being not wanting to be a deceptive person, or it could be seen like, it could be self-deception here. Am I deceiving myself? Is this really true? It could be fear that this other person is trying to deceive them in some way, but they're burdened by this deception. So they're denying, they're ignoring this offer from the universe, right? Here's this divine offer, this divine love, this true love from the universe, and they're just ignoring it. Like, because they had this internal conflict, they saw it as a burden, they saw it as deception, so they ignored it. They missed the opportunity, right? So it could be that the universe is cycling back around. They're bringing it back around. Okay, they're going to put it in this person's lap again, I feel. Okay. What do I want to do? So between worlds. I'm not sure how I want to explain everything that I'm seeing. I'm just looking at the top here. So this spider energy. I feel like this spider energy is this person working away at something. So Knight of Coins, working away at something, working away at something. God, you've got a lot of fire up there. The song that you got for this part of the reading was This Mess We're In by PJ Harvey and Tom York. So I've wrote some quotes down. I was going to read the whole thing, but I'll just read the notes that I've got. So there's this real thing about looking in the eye. This comes through twice with both of these people's songs. So for this one, Tom York and PJ Harvey, you look me in the eye directly. So it's like you see me clearly. Like, I cannot hide from you. It's like you see me. It just comes through like that. So you can see that this person's wearing glasses. It's like he doesn't want to be seen. He doesn't want to be seen, right? So he's wearing the glasses, but he is watching. He's watching back. So it also mentions silence, which is interesting, because over here we've got this high priestess, which is, the high priestess is normally quite silent, and we have this Queen of Swords here in reverse. So you can see as well the swords pointing down here. This is not communicating. This is not, sword facing down. This is, not communicating. Night and day, I dream of making love to you, baby. Don't ever change. Thank you. I don't think we'll ever meet again. So I don't know if this is somebody who I am getting work through. Again, there's this work. It's like, again, this wealthy man here, work, could be a boss with the Emperor card over here. So this could be the boss. This could be the boss. I don't know. But it's like maybe these two people met at some kind of like a work event in New York, possibly. New York keeps on coming back through. I don't know why. And it's like, it doesn't have to be that, right? It doesn't have to be that. It's just, it stood out for me. So it's like these two people met. They spent the night in the hotel room together. Instant attraction, right? Instant attraction with this Ace of Wands here. So you've got everything except for the communication, like Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. And I keep getting all the aces in readings. Just off camera, the readings that I'm doing, I pulled out all 4 aces in one reading the other day. I think I've got a picture. I was like, oh my goodness, what is happening? And I keep getting the Judgment card, which is this second life. I keep getting the World cards and the Death cards. It's like absolutely something is closing out and something new is being offered by the universe here. So, sorry, I'm all worked up because it's quite big energy. Yeah, it could have been like this instant attraction, like fell into bed with each other, right? With this Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is really impulsive, really fiery, huge amount of sexual sexual tension. I've seen this as very much this energy with this Cobra here, in like intense, like huge sexual chemistry, sexual attraction here, because the universe is setting this up, right? But then you've also got this 10 of Wands as well, and the 8 of Wands. Look, fiery communication, but it was a burden. So, yeah, it could have been like this instant attraction, like fell into bed with each other, right? With this Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is really impulsive, really fiery, huge amount of sexual tension. I've seen this as very much this energy with this Cobra here, in like intense, like but what all this fire is doing, especially for this person here with this judgment card. So the judgment card normally depicts people rising up out of coffins. It's hearing a call, hearing a higher call. So this person is hearing the universe. Like, this person's getting directed by the universe in order to have some sort of second life, some sort of new chance, shedding the skin, right? Shedding the skin of the old, coming out bigger, better than before. They literally got the Phoenix card here. It's like this person is walking through the fire. Oh my God, look at the tiger as well. And the butterfly. Look at all this transformative energy. Like, this person is literally like walking through the fire. Like, so, it's so intense, so intense. Or this person, again, I'm reading from this person's perspective, so it's like they are going to walk through the fire for this person. But yeah, so heated, so hot, this like intense sexual attraction with the cobra. Ace of Wands, absolutely. So what's going on here? We've got this Eight of Swords. This talks about being trapped, being not knowing which way to turn, not being able to think your way out of a situation, and it's because this person is trying to, it's like these two people are doing the same thing. Or this, again, I'm reading, like, I feel from this person's perspective, it's like, I cannot see a solution to this. I cannot see how to have this new chance. I cannot see how to have this second life. Mentally really trapped, not knowing which way to turn. Again, this kind of like, there is a fear here, along with like the aggressiveness of things like the cobra and the fire ants and the tiger. So it's like this person could have to face fears, but it is showing us this tree of life. The tree of life talks about healing ancestral wounds, healing family issues, healing stuff that's come through from other lifetimes, if you believe in reincarnation. So this is definitely like healing family tree issues. So again, there's a lot of mental conflicts here in regards to this person being stuck, but wanting to take this leap of faith towards this thing that they feel very, very passionate about. So the reason why I'm saying leap of faith is because we have the Fool card here. This is like, again, this sense of like this person hearing that call, seeing the signs and synchronicities, hearing the call, wanting to take this leap of faith towards something that they feel really passionate about. But they kind of, they're not watching where they're going, right? The Fool card comes after the World card, by the way. And then we've got this kind of like, I said, what is the Eight of Swords? What's trapping this person? They are getting out of whatever's been trapping them. They do want to take the leap of faith, right? But they haven't got any help. They haven't got any support. The Three of Pentacles in the upright is like support, working as a team. This person hasn't got any support. They're going to have to take a leap of faith, but they have to do it on their own. But they are cutting out toxic, anything that they're chained to, whatever's keeping them trapped, they are trying to cut it out. The Devil card talks about obsession, feeling chained to things, feeling trapped, feeling like you can't move in a situation. It's also self-deception. So all these awful shadow energy things that this person, that's keeping this person trapped, they are working through it, but they're not communicating it with that Queen of Swords in reverse. It could be that they're cutting out some kind of toxic cycle where they've been quite sharp with the words, where they've been a bit of a, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, where they've been a bit of a bitch. This is my bitch card. Some cold, harsh, aloof, unfeeling. But I feel, again, like there could be something here, because we've got cards like the Three of Pentacles and the Emperor card. And I just feel like it's a complicated situation, whatever this is. It's like this, again, it could be something to do with work. So it's like, well, we can't be deceptive at work. So both these people are really struggling with this, or it's all this person's perspective on it. I don't know, but it's really good to see the Devil card in reverse, because that's cutting out any toxicity, any negative patterns, any negative behaviors, self-deception, obsessive stalking, anything that's like negative, addictions, anything that's bad. This person is trying to cut them out. I mean, they haven't cut them out yet, because the Queen of Swords is not in the upright, but they're working on it, right? And they want to take this leap of faith, but again, they've got no support. the song that came through with this, again, I feel like it's this perspective possibly, was Too Close by JP Cooper. And it says again, sitting at my side, look me in the eye. So again, they have this thing about the eyes in both of these songs. It says, something's going to happen if we get too close. So I feel like this is why it didn't come together the first time, because both people were kind of dealing with their own things. So it wasn't the right time when the cycle first came around, right? When all this happened, it's like it wasn't the right time to take that leap of faith, because everybody was kind of dealing with their own issues of self-deception, burdens, work commitments, money, things like this, ancestral wounding. They both had stuff to work on. So I feel like there was a distance. Something's going to happen if we get too close, so we have to get distance between us, possibly. It says for this person, for this part of the reading, it says, forget about the devil on my shoulder. I think I've got an angel on my sofa. And, I'm not surprised if somebody sees somebody as an angel, because we've got 3 cups, which are gifts, the hand of God, gifts from God. So it would feel like that. I'm not looking back over my shoulder. Again, not looking back at this devil energy, whatever that is, not looking back over my shoulder. I don't know how you do it, but my heart's wide open. Something's going to happen if we get too close. So it feels so good. It feels like not just sexual attraction, but it's like it feels divinely guided. Forget about the devil on my shoulder. I think I've got an angel on my sofa, right? So that's what's going on here. Looks amazing, right? What's the problem? Okay, what's the problem? Let's shuffle this over. I'm going to pause and kind of lay these cards out so you can see them. Okay, this is a whole other episode of the sitcom altogether, right? So we've got those 2 people met on a work trip to New York, had a really good night together, thought I could spend my life with this person, but oh my God, we both have issues that we need to go away and sort out. That was episode 1. This is episode 2. And I've run out of coffee, and I need more coffee for this because it's a whole thing. So one way that I could read it, and I'm going to be honest here, this is one way that I was kind of reading it at first, and I was really confused because okay, so 2 women involved, right? Closing out some sort of cycle, big ending, cycle coming to an end. I was like, is it the cycle between these first 2 people? Is it because we have this lovers card here, can't have this third party situation, or they were lovers but they're moving on towards this ending, it's too hard, it's too difficult, right? It looked like the wish fulfillment, but again needed to move on. So I was like, so these 2 people came together, spiritually aligned, serendipity, 3 of the aces, 3 ace cards, 3 divine gifts from the universe, all the signs and synchronicities. It felt really good, but everybody's moving on. What is this? It's too hard. What's going on? It didn't feel right. And then it was well, what are they moving on? What are they moving on to? Why are they moving on? What's going on? Clarified by the 2 of Cups. What? Moving on, clarified by the Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant. What? It didn't make any sense. Then I remembered that at the beginning of the reading, I asked for who are the people in this reading? Who are the characters in this reading? So the first 2, these 2, let's just kind of shake those out. This is 2 people. So this is a third person. So I think what's happening, it could be either one of them. Just because it's a guy on this card and a girl on this card doesn't have to be. Gender's very fluid in tarot. It's more about the energy of the card than the actual, the character on the card itself. But this is a third person who I feel one of the other 2 people is in a relationship. Both, right? It could be both of these people are in a relationship with a third, another person. I don't know. But someone here is closing out a huge cycle with somebody that they thought was their wish fulfillment. A relationship where they've put a lot of time and effort into it, but there's still something missing. Okay? They've got this wounded warrior card. It's this relationship with this person, this cycle that they were on, is left them feeling battered and bruised and hurt, and they've had to have a huge, so much perseverance to kind of keep this relationship going. And they're feeling like the wounded warrior. They're feeling guarded, right? it's not good. There is something missing with that Eight of Cups there. So this person is showing as having their own rebirth. Again, we've got all this like transformative energy coming through. So it's like this person, I feel like they have had problems where they have also had the shadow work to deal with. It's like everybody in this reading has dealt with shadow work, which is why the divine came in, right? The divine came flying in, shook everything up, you know, gave everybody a tower moment. Everybody went away and started working on their issues. And I do see the other people doing this, but this person, it's like they've been in this darkness, and they are trying to move towards the light. They are trying to also have this rebirth, but this cycle needs to close out with this person. So some cycle in somebody's life put a huge amount of time and effort into it. It looked like the wish fulfillment. It felt like the Two of Cups, but there's a piece missing. So why is this person moving forwards? Because they want their real Two of Cups. They want their true soulmate connection, right? They want the person who gives equal give and take. Now, this is key, especially when you hear the song. It's like they don't want to have to be the wounded warrior. They don't want to have to be in a codependent relationship where they constantly feel like they have to support this other person. You know, if a marriage, look at the marriage, judgment, concern, false person. There's the main male, despair. Oh my goodness. Right. So yeah, somebody has concerns about a marriage. They're making a judgment call because I feel like somebody has been supporting the other person this entire time. So they want to move towards their Two of Cups. They want their real true wish fulfillment. Could be that somebody's an alcoholic with the Nine of Cups. It could be that somebody has like a real addiction problem, possibly, but the Two of Cups is the High Priestess and the Emperor. So this is typically Scorpio energy. This is typically Taurus or Aries energy. Doesn't have to be, but again, somebody could be somebody's boss. Somebody is very highly psychic, seeing the signs and the synchronicities from the universe. So I do feel like this is the other two energies, because I was saying that, you know, it's like they really saw the signs of the universe, and you know, it could be some kind of work thing, but like, also, this is water and water, and this is earth and earth. She's got her feet in the water. This is a water sign. This person is, you know, can be Taurus, which is an earth sign. So it's like, it should be equal, right? It should be equal. So I don't know if this is this relationship and somebody wants to give it a second chance. Like someone wants to revive this relationship, give it another chance, do the cycle again. But I feel like somebody is stuck in a repeating cycle here with this person, because you've got this thing here, which is like, it starts with the World card, it ends with the World card, it keeps going round and round and round. You've got this, you know, the infinity symbol. It's a never-ending cycle. So it's like this person, every time they end a cycle with this relationship, maybe they get a lot of nostalgia for the good times, and then they go back into it. But it's a never-ending cycle with this person. It's just like history repeating the same thing over and over again, right? So I'm seeing, sorry about that big weird noise. I'm tired thinking about it, and my back is getting really hot now. It may be that, again, there's a strong chemistry here with this person. Again, it may feel like, you know, on the good times, it may feel like wish fulfillment when it's the good times, but the bad times, it's like, I have to leave, I have to leave, I have to move on, because I can't, it's like, I cannot cope with this anymore. I cannot cope with this anymore, so I have to move on. They're moving towards an ending, moving towards ending this cycle, right? Closing it out for good. It's like done. What's the cycle they're closing out? So all these cards were like on the underlying. So this is the wife card, long-term partner, boss, okay? Clarified by the Hierophant, marriage, right? And you've got marriage here. Marriage, marriage, marriage. Oh, so much marriage. Going into the Nine of Pentacles, this is single. So these are both Capricorn energy for me. This is somebody who's married. This is someone who's good on their own. They've got all, they don't need anyone else. They're not codependent. Look, she's working on her own in that garden, and she's got like fruit for days, like loads of pentacles. It's like, so I feel like somebody's really strong in this relationship, and they've been carrying the other person. So they are ending it because I think they're recognizing that sometimes when you support somebody who's codependent, all you do with that scaffolding is you enable it. So you have to actually sometimes take the scaffolding away for that person to have the wake-up call to move towards the light. Possibly, I may be reading it wrong. If you are getting something else, take it that way. I don't want to be too harsh on anyone, you know. like, it's not like, I'm really romantic. I'm really like, I just want everybody to find the soulmate and pair up and get happily married and live the, live the happily ever after. I want like this and this and this for everybody, but sometimes life isn't that, right? Sometimes life isn't that. And as much as you want it to be, as much as you wish for it to be, sometimes life means that you have to do this. You have to walk away. You have to close out the cycle. You have to stand on your own 2 feet. But then it goes back into rebirth and back into the world. Again, the world can mean global travel as well, or the internet, just to kind of say that. But it's like, again, I'm a bit confused. I don't know whether this is like a repeating cycle, and they keep on like going back to the marriage, then they have time where they're independent, and then they keep going back to the marriage and thinking, oh, let's make this work because it is my wish fulfillment, it feels really good. But then it's like that pattern keeps repeating where they feel like the wounded warrior, they feel like they're doing all the work, and then they have to walk away again. End the cycle. Okay, it's making me stressed. So the song that came through for the 9 of Cups into the 8 of Cups, because this way round, right, if it was the 8 of Cups, walking away because you feel like there's something emotionally missing, into the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, right? So, but it's not. It's the 9 of Cups, the wish fulfillment card, or the alcoholic card, walking away because there's something missing. After a huge, the world card and the 7 of Coins, this is a long-term investment in this relationship. But walking away, ending the cycle, or trying to become single. So the song that came through for the 9 of Cups and the 8 of Cups, because I was so confused about this, especially going into the 2 of Cups, it's like walking away because it's not working towards something that feels more grounded and more real. Again, it doesn't have to be Scorpio and Taurus. It could just be that somebody's very intuitive, but very divinely guided, very intuitive, very emotionally stable, and somebody else is very grounded and great at practical things. So it doesn't have to be those star signs, but I don't know. So yeah, the song that clarified this, sorry, I'm all over the place, it's big energy. Till I'm Done by Paloma Faith. So it says, again, you've got this wounded warrior, right? Yeah, I'm a fighter and I made it through. Solid gold survivor, that's my attitude. But I didn't know that I had to be your hero. Baby, don't ask me to be strong for you as well. Pushed me off the edge and now I'm back from hell. But I didn't know that I had to be your hero. I'm not built to carry us both. Time to rest my weary bones. Oh, absolutely. You've got to find your own road. Help me see. Just when I thought I'd had enough and no more light and no more love, it's not over. It's not over. I won't save you when I'm weak. Only got so much left to give. It's not over. It's not over till I'm done. You look at me and see how much I take, but with this heart of glass I'm about to break. But I didn't know that I had to be your hero. I'm not built to carry us both. Time to rest my weary bones. You've got to find your own road. Help me see. Just when I thought I'd had enough and no more light and no more love, it's not over until I'm done. I won't save you when I'm weak, only got so much left to give, it's not over till I'm done. What do you think you ever did for me? What do you think you ever did for me before? So give me light. Block out the sun and let the moon fall on the floor. I ain't empty, I ain't got nothing left to give. No, I am empty, ain't got nothing left to give. And no, you ain't the one I want to be with. Okay? It's not over until I'm done. So I don't know if it's been in a cycle where the other person keeps walking away and coming back, ending the relationship and coming back, ending the relationship and coming back. And now finally the other person's turning around and saying, I'm done, I can't take it anymore, I'm done now, I'm ending it and I'm ending it for good. Could be either way, but they're saying, like, this thing about wanting to see the sun. The reading ends up here with, in the underlying, 2 sun cards. The sun is a power up. This is a boost of energy, the thing that gets you over the finish line, right? The sun in this deck is freedom, complete happiness, not being stuck in toxic cycles anymore. This is like the happily ever after card with a power up boost. This is somebody going towards their happiness. like going towards their freedom, like freedom, not being codependent on it anymore, not having to support someone else anymore. Video cut out, because they know that they're better off alone, right? They have the freedom to grow, to expand, to nurture themselves when they're not having to be in this codependent relationship where they have to be strong enough for two people, right? And people can do that. You can, everybody in a give and take relationship, in an equal relationship, in a Two of Cups relationship, sometimes one of these people are going to have a hard day. Sometimes one of these people are going to have a tough couple of months. Sometimes one of these people are going to be in the wounded warrior mode, and that other person comes in and picks them up. And, they come in like that strength card of this, a Leo energy here. Maybe somebody's moving towards a Leo. But they come in and they pick that other person up and they carry them. But if you watch that Paloma Faith song, she's literally carrying this guy. But it's like you can only do that for so long before you need a break yourself, and you need to kind of switch roles and have that other person be there for you for a while. And that's not happening in this relationship. I feel like it's one person giving and one person taking, because so I clarified again because I really wanted to be sure about what was going on here. I was like, I can't tell if somebody keeps going back into this. It's a never-ending cycle. They keep trying to end it, but it's like every time I'm out, they pull me back in, whatever that quote is. Godfather, isn't it? So I clarified again down here, and I got 6 Feet Under by Billie Eilish. Our love is 6 feet under. But I can't help but wonder, if our grave was watered by the rain, would roses bloom again, right? They're playing our song tonight. So I don't know if it's this sense of nostalgia that keeps on dragging this person back in, but I would say that they're being told to complete, they're being told to end the cycle. I guess it depends. If you're watching this reading, you're thinking, oh my God, that's my circumstances. Is it an equal give and take relationship? Does this person support you when you're down, or are you the one that supports this person all the time, for the entirety of the relationship? Are you stuck in a never-ending cycle where you get nostalgic for the good times, you go back and then you remember how codependent this person is, how much they drag you down, they hold you back, how this right, when you're in a relationship, this is the test, right? Everybody has good times and bad times. Do you think this relationship causes you to feel like this more? Defensive, wounded, like it's a grind? Or do you think this relationship makes you feel like this more? Happy, confident, like you've got the freedom to live your best life? Weigh it up, okay? Most relationships, it's going to be some days like this, some days like this, good days and bad days. But if it's like, if it's like this or like this, I mean, you want relationships to be a little bit more like this, right? A little bit more in the sunshine. If your relationship's like this, then that's the deciding factor, I would say, whether you stay or go. Maybe you give this person an ultimatum. Maybe you have given this person an ultimatum. Maybe you've given this person 100 ultimatums and you still keep repeating the same cycle. I would say that the Five of Cups is here, which talks about somebody sobbing over relationships that didn't work out while there's a perfect relationship right there behind them. The universe trying to bring in these gifts for you, right? This perfect thing. Six of Swords, moving on to calmer waters. The Tower, the things that come into your life to shake them up, to challenge your structures, challenge the stability of relationships. And if they're built on firm foundations, they'll continue to stand. If they're built on shaky foundations, they'll fall. Indecision, juggling, feeling out in the cold, but somebody has a huge amount of love to give, but they're guarded. I could go on and on. Change of luck, change of fortune, justice, divine karma. Page of Wands, truth. Back to the Knight of Pentacles, and then the Ten of Pentacles, right? The Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, that's like happily ever after. I don't know, you do you. I asked for advice. So if you're watching this reading and it's resonating, no matter who you think you are in this reading, I asked for advice, and you got it's not one of my favourite songs, but I love this song so much. It's so sweet. How Can I Tell You by Cat Stevens, or Youssef, depending on which of his names you want to go with. He did a Prince, so he's got two names apparently. I'm going to just pull up the lyrics to this. Such a beautiful song. So like sweet and like, it's just really sweet. It's someone trying to find the words to say how much they love someone, because it's like saying I love you isn't enough. I wish I could play it for you because it's such a nice song. You'll have to go and look it up. How can I tell you that I love you? I love you, but I can't think of the right words to say. I long to tell you that I'm always thinking of you. I'm always thinking of you, but my words just blow away. It always ends up with one thing, honey, and I can't think of them. I can't even speak now. Look, maybe this is what happens when one gets tongue-tied. It always ends up with one thing, honey, and I can't think of the right words to say. Wherever I am, girl, I'm always walking with you, but I look and you're not there. Whoever I'm with, I'm always talking to you, and I'm sad when you can't hear. It always ends up to one thing, honey, when I look and you're not there. I need to know. I need to feel you in my I need to feel my arms around you, like a sea around a shore. Every night and day I pray, in hope that I might find you, because hearts can do no more. How can I tell you that I love you? That I love you. I long to tell you that I'm always thinking of you, but I can't think of the right words to say. So I guess that's your advice. Tell them that. Tell them I want to tell you how much I love you, but I can't find the right words to say. Like, I don't know, it's so sweet. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Again, it's a Tell Me Anything reading. It's an intuitive reading, so this is something that the universe wanted to talk about. They wanted me to do this reading. They gave me girls with black t-shirts and neon pink. It's funny, isn't it? It was a neon pink peacock, and then you've got Between Worlds in the underlying, which is like a neon pink flamingo, but maybe a peacock is more significant for you for some reason. What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. So you start in whatever this third person is, this third energy, keeps going, it's round and round, right? Don't want to think about it. All right, I'm going. I hope you liked that reading. If it was relevant, feel free to leave me a like or subscribe, or leave me a comment or share with friends if you're comfortable doing that. I think that whoever's coming in here and whoever this reading is resonating with, they're probably not going to want to be admitting to it on the internet. So if you want to come in as a stealth watcher, I totally understand. Life is tricky sometimes. All right, guys, I assume this reading is going to get to whoever it was meant to get to anyway, though. Take care. Best of luck with that. The universe is trying to direct somebody somewhere. That's all I'm going to say. All right, guys, take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.